Hey guys, in this video I'm going to teach you how to solve a real-world scenario that involves an inequality, okay? So the scenario is a jewelry designer is making beaded jewelry with 875 beads she currently has in stock. Bracelets use 50 beads and necklaces use 125 beads. Write an inequality for this scenario. It says let X represent the number of bracelets and Y is the number of necklaces. So we need to write the inequality first. So we know that X is bracelets and bracelets use 50 beads. So I'm going to write 50X. And that added to the number of the number of necklaces, which uses 125 beads. So 125Y. And then the total that they gave us was 875. That's how many beads that the designer has in stock. Now, if she only has 875 beads in stock, that means that they cannot go over 875. So that means the amount that you use over here must be smaller than 875. So I'm going to use less than. Now, it could be equal to 875. So I'm also going to have the or equal to sign underneath. All right, so once you have done that, we need to graph the inequality. But before we can do that, we have to solve for y. So I'm going to rewrite our inequality right here. 50x plus 125y is less than or equal to 875. Oops. All right, so our first step is to subtract 50x. That gives us 125y is less than or equal to negative 50x plus 875. And then lastly, we need to divide everything by 125. Now I divided by a positive, so the symbol is going to stay the same. Y is less than or equal to. Negative 50 over 125 simplifies to negative 2/5. So negative 2/5 x plus 875 divided by 125 is 7. So that's my inequality. Now I need to graph it. So I'm going to start at 7, and I need to go down to right 5. And I'm just going to keep going. Okay, there's a line underneath my symbol, so that means that the line on the graph is going to be solid. Okay, and remember this is an inequality, so there needs to be shading. So I'm going to put my pencil on the y-intercept. Usually we like to use colors, so let's go ahead and do that. This says less than or equal to. Less than would be down here, so I'm going to shade on this side of the line. So everywhere where the shading is represents a solution. All right, first of all, what is my y-intercept and what does it mean? So my y-intercept is 7. That means that the designer can make, and notice that the 7 is on the y, which represents necklaces. So that's 7 necklaces. If they make 0 bracelets, because this ordered pair right here is 7, 0. So that means 7 necklaces, 0 bracelets. All right, part D. List 2 different possible combinations of bracelets and necklaces. There are many, many different answers that you can get for this question. You just need to make sure that the point that you choose lies in the shaded region. So for example, 3, 3 is right here in the middle of the orange. So that would work perfectly. So that would mean 3 necklaces and 3 bracelets. I could also do 8 bracelets, or well, I guess we could keep necklaces first. That's 1 necklace. And 8 bracelets. And again, there are a number of different combinations that you could choose. As long as it's in the shaded region, it works. Last question, which combination would yield the greatest number of total items? So basically what we need to do here is look and see what is the most amount of items that I could make if I combined the number of necklaces and the number of bracelets. So for example, if I take a look at the 2 points that I chose earlier, I had 3 bracelets and 3 necklaces. That would be a total of 6 items. This other point was 8 bracelets and 1 necklace, which is a total of 9 items. So this dot here would yield more than this one. But let's see if there are ones that yield even more than that. Now notice that this is supposed to be shaded too. So the farthest right I can go is 17 bracelets and no necklaces, which would give me 17 total items. If you look, there's no other point on here that gives me that many. The most necklaces I can make is 7. So that'd be 7 necklaces and no bracelets, but that's only a total of 7. So I'm going to say that 17 bracelets and 0 necklaces yields the most items. You can typically find that down in the bottom right section of your graph. And that's it. That's how you graph a linear inequality that represents a real world scenario.